So that's something for y'all to read the comic and get yourself familiar with. Let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, that's the main point of the villain. Now, as far as some ideas I have upon the multiple stories, I'll give you like beginnings of what I have in mind in a nutshell. First that you'll be able to unlock you'll be able to play by default in the video game, the Sonichu game, will be Sonichu, the original Sonichu. Basically, with the opening being running about like Sonic the Hedgehog would, and then he finds out that Roshu's been kidnapped. So basically his story will be to go out and rescue her. And then as his story progresses, he'll get to meet all the other hedgehogs as well. But then we move on over to Rose Chew's story, where first we see her making her trek down to the shopping mall, and we follow her as she picks up the multiple number of items she wants and needs. Like,
ooh, look at that ring! That ring's so pretty.
Yeah. And then eventually she will get kidnapped, and that will be where it will tie into the beginning of Sonichu's story. And then we go into Wild Sonichu's story. Not fully developed as to what his goal is yet, but there will definitely be he'll be able to vine swing through every level. At least he'll be able to vine swing as much as reasonably possible. And then we go on to Bubbles. Everybody love Bubbles? Bubbles is the bubbly one! Anyway, yeah. She'll get more wet. All the hedgehogs will go through all the same levels, except variation. Bubbles will mostly be able to swim. Somewhat underwater versions of those levels. And a Duck, she'll be flying high, casting off wing attacks against the enemies in her story. Punchy's he's gonna be punching down the bad guys, but unlike Knuckles, no treasure hunting. He's not a treasure hunter. He's basically just a master of the old ninjutsu or something. But he mostly punches, punch. Yeah. And then Magic-Chan, he'll be similar to what Silver could do, since he is the psychic one. And yes, Black Sonichu will, definitely give him his story and his own storyline. Basically starts off bad like he did, but then he gets betrayed by Nate Cirque, who turns to Round Knock. Yeah. So anyway, they basically leaves him behind and goes about looking up his own meaning of life and whatnot, similarly how Shadow would. But also revealed definitely Black Sonichu. Also, for short, for Black Sonichu was Black Chew. I'm changing it. For his nickname, as it will be revealed in the upcoming Spring Break issue. Everybody have fun on Spring Break! He will prefer to be called Blake. Simply Blake. Yeah, so anyway, Blake's farting around with Bubbles. But Bubbles likes to try to think that she can keep it to herself. She has ooh, she turned on by the dark side of the Force. And all the nuttiness that Blake will want to bring with him. But it's obvious to original Rose Chew. So she what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word, she gossips with Angelica about it. But anyway, among all the stories between my electric hedgehogs and myself, I'll be leaving at the end of this first season. I'll have a feeling that I'll be able to work better once in real life I actually do find my woman to become my sweetheart. But it's nice to know that I actually do have good gal pal that I've made over the internet recently, whose inspired character, she was inspired by me. Her inspired character, I've given my full approval of and introduced in the comic I just uploaded to what is now can also be considered to be Sonichu.net. Nothing but net. Screw your com, I got the net. Yeah. Her name is, her online name is Kawaii Kitsune. And she herself is the original character of the new bubblegum pop star. Jigglyami! Jigglyami! Yeah. So, like, it's possible she may, she and I might actually meet in the future, but, yeah, because, reason why I allowed, interviews with, Kawaii Kitsune and, Robert Simmons V, because those two, they both each have earned my trust in their own way. Between Robert's YouTube videos and and then a whole bunch of honest chats between Kawaii. Yeah. So basically, they both earned my trust. So I give them radio interview in the comic between Jamsta and Noisa. Lisa. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, point is, Sonichu game. I just gave you the details on that. Gave you a little sneak peek at the spring break issue and the season 1. But basically, the Sonichu game will definitely have stories between Sonichu and Rosechu and the other hedgehogs. They're like they'll start off with the stories that originate in season 1. They'll mostly be the newer stories that'll be revealed in season 2. Alright, so anyway, that's the update. Be sure you go to sonchugame.blogspot.com to talk to my associates over at JK Productions, or talk about how you're looking forward to the game, because, yep, just like Sonichu.net, I'm excited about the game as well. I don't have any future plans as of this point, but I think I'll feel better with my future set when I have my sweetheart. So, thank you very much, every one of you, for your patronage, and I hope you all have a pleasant day.